Let me teach you how to save up to $500 in labor by installing your own attic ladder. This ladder that is here is about 375 pounds capacity, so it's a really lightweight yet strong attic ladder that you can install yourself. The problem is that the original one was a huge problem. My customer fell through that attic opening because the ladder, as you can see here, malfunctioned. So this is a really old design, and you have to be careful because you have these massive springs that you want to release whenever the door is all the way up. So if you need to remove something like this, you may want to have somebody helping you to remove it. So once you take this out and you take the original hardware out and the door itself, you want to go ahead and install one of these ones. I'm going to probably leave it on the description so you can get it. Up to 375 pounds capacity. Don't remove that label and that support over there, because that's going to be after you install it. Remember that you want to have the opening just the way they say, but you're going to need two supports on each side. Those supports are going to hold the frame, and just be warned that you don't want to have those supports holding the door itself. So you're going to have about ½ inch of room to put that and bring the door down. So for this, you're going to need an extra ladder while you're doing that, and you're going to have about ½ inch of a space in between. And for that, I actually created my own shims. This ones I use a table saw. You can buy shims at the hardware store and use, in this case, a drill bit just a little smaller than the bolts themselves, so you can actually drive these things easier into the structure. Don't try to do that without making those holes, because it's going to be really hard and you may end up breaking those bolts or just hurting yourself. So they come with about 4 or 6 of them. Just make sure that you put them. In fact, I install like a few more 3-inch screws on the perimeter, so it's nice and secure and it's straight. So once it's like that, you want to determine the height of your ladder. Your ladder is going to be cut, and it has some legs at the end, like end caps. So you want to go ahead and stretch the first 2 sections, and here are the end caps for those. It has like a rubber finish, so this is really cool because it's not going to scratch your floors, and it's going to give you a little more stability. So what I did is that I used these 2x4, this piece of stud, to find out where exactly ends the longer part, and then I just subtract about 1 inch so I can just install it the way it is there. It has 3 holes. In this case, we have 1 bolt on each end leg, let's say like that. You cut it with a reciprocated saw, with a grinder, however you can cut it. Make sure that you protect your hands and eyes, and use a respirator so you don't hurt yourself. So as you can see here, we have 3 holes, and once you know exactly where it's going to land, I will encourage you to just kind of fully extend the new size and put the legs at the end, and then mark them, and then after that you can drill the hole where you're going to put that bolt, so you can have a full contact with the floor. That is an important part. Use the necessary tools to fasten this properly, and that's it. You have a beautiful attic ladder that is nice and strong and is going to be able to stay there for a long time, and it's going to be nice and light. If you like this video, please subscribe. I teach a lot of stuff in Spanish and English, and I'm glad that I can help with all my knowledge, not only this but in many other fields around your house. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.